Hey Michelle, thanks for joining me today. I'm curious because you shared with me yesterday that you're taking 3 listings this week, and I'm like, wait a minute, you just moved brokerages, you just uprooted yourself and moved your house, you're just kind of getting unpacked and getting settled. And how on earth are you taking 3 listings in a week? What's going on in your business?
Well, I hired an assistant in February before the pandemic hit, and I knew that I hadn't been staying in touch with my SOI as much. And so that was the first task that I had her work on. And so that is who I'm listing this week is past clients, 2 past clients, and then also just somebody that called off of a sign. I have a house next door to them on the market, and she's like, well, I figured I'd call you to put my house on the market because you have the one next door. You could show both of them. And so I am just thankful that I have people on the back end of my business helping me because I would have never made it through the move of the company and move of my home. So having that assistant and 2 transaction coordinators is how I'm able to, proceed with business in the middle of moving.
So that's smart because you really leveraged yourself. So your business is still getting touched, your sphere is still getting touched, even if you're running around, right? You've got yourself more just kind of like focused on the what really matters.
Right. Yes. And, thankful for them. And especially because my assistant is now working in command. So I know that that is also going to enhance my business because, just the things that command has to offer. So,
That's
and
great. And so a lot of people that were thinking about hiring an assistant, and maybe that even hired an assistant in February, let them go because they were freaked out and they didn't want to go and incur that expense. But instead, you focused and you really got purposeful with what you wanted her to do. And how are you? How has it helped you in getting to your database, to your people, having her?
well, I have my website that generates leads and does automatic marketing monthly, and it depends on where that client is. If it's somebody who's considering buying, then they get a certain newsletter about buying. And I was also shooting text out to clients. Hey, are you how's everything doing? You okay? Your family okay? So she was doing it and I was doing it,
So
just by staying in touch.
she was actually reaching out to your clients on your behalf. So even if
Right.
you couldn't do it, you had a touch that was going to them. You've been really purposeful with that, and it's just really paying off, isn't it?
Yes, and she actually also did handwritten notes that were heartfelt, and just wanted to check in, make sure everybody's okay. I'm here if you have any questions or any needs, and so it was more than one touch. It was a lot of personal, and then I just also she's working on a card program from me that sends out like when I'm online with the client, Facebook, I see that their child, they just had a baby. So she sent something out to them about them having a baby, congratulations. I mean, so she's doing a lot of those touches that I honestly don't have time for. I would have never been able to do that without her.
That's great. And so those are the kind of things that really help. It's kind of just going that extra step, and because she's there and she's behind you, she's able to do that kind of stuff. I think it's really cool because most people aren't taking 3 listings in a week. I'm wondering what parting words of wisdom you have with agents out there that are listening to this.
I would just say, um, first, no fear. Just move forward. If you have an assistant, leverage her to do those handwritten notes to your clients. If you don't have an assistant, just stay positive and send out a text message. Send out 5 text messages a day, just checking in with people. Because there's business out there. There really is. There's a lot of business out there. And I think we're going to see a lot of listings coming on the market right now.
I agree. Thank you. Thank you for being here today.
My pleasure. It's good to see you, Debbie. And thank you for having me.